Hi guys, what's up? Oh my goodness. So this is Naveen Ferguson. You've reached the channel. I have to say, I've had some I've had some very good friends who are Leos, and this reading is for Leo, who have been going through some stuff this May. One of my Leos, their name begins with K. I have another Leo friend whose name begins with a C. I have another Leo friend whose name begins with a G. And I could go on with probably a couple more. But I'll leave it there. You get the point. Leos have been going through something in this month. So I thought, let's see what's happening. Let's hopefully, well, everything has a relative understanding regarding how you view positive and how you view negative in a general sense, because sometimes what we think is a negative is actually a positive, because it's there to build us up and make us grow and help us towards the future, or even in the situation. Just depends on your individual lives, and sometimes we don't necessarily see the negative as a plausible positive until hindsight comes in. Or later on, and we say, oh, so that's why that happened to me. But it's just doing our best to move positively or optimistically through the drudgery of life when it comes. Sometimes, we have those highs and those lows, but we do our best each day. At least that's what we hope, right? I'm here to encourage you. As long as you're breathing, you have options. Okay, for the most part. Just do your best in whatever situation you may find yourself in. Don't give up, and do it in the resolve or the nature that, you know what, this is how this situation is right now. But that situation doesn't necessarily have to define who you are in that moment. You define who you are in that moment. Whether you're going to be someone who allows the situation to dictate your attitude, your mindset, your actions, or you're going to just recognize and acknowledge the situation and say who you are in that moment, in that situation, and who you aim to be, and don't allow that situation to dictate who you are. Stand tall, stand true in who you are in the situation, and allow yourself to guide your authentic self through that situation. I hope that wasn't too wordy. I hope that got a bit of understanding across. Easy to say, sometimes hard to do, but we do our best nevertheless. Okay, so that's enough for the talking. Let's get into the reading. Let's see what angel spirits and guides have to say. This will be for the first week of June for our beautiful Leos, our wonderful Leos, our bright sun shining fireballs of energy, our Leos. Okay, so let's see what Spirit has to say to you for the first week of June. So how about we get a very definitive note on it? So right here, this is who you are in the first week of June. This right here is what you might be going through, okay, or the adversity or the situation you may need to consider, okay. Right here will be the advice, okay, for the first week of June regarding the understanding, okay, and right here will be your outcome, okay, your outcome regarding the advice and regarding the situation and all that kind of good stuff. And we will have a bonus understanding, and you can consider the bonus as the angel message. This angel message will basically be what the energy surrounding everything in the first week of June, okay? And it's what is uplifting. It's the energies of the universe that you don't see behind the scenes that will be helping guide you. Will be helping the process of whatever it is you might be going through. Will be working in the background of what you don't know. That's karma. That's blessings. Okay? And angel clarifier, because why not, right? And we'll have some clarifiers for these. Oh my gosh, two for these situations right here as well. Okay, so Leo, in the first week of June, Whoa, that is just just oh my god, it's very consistent. This is who you are, Leo. In the first week of June, again, there's a similar reading I had for, but anyway, another Leo understanding. But you are the Queen of Cups right now in the first week of June. You are finding yourself. You are in the steady belief and trying to latch onto yourself, recognizing yourself, but you still are in search for your cup to be filled, your cup of purpose, your cup of love, your cup of admonishment, your cup of vindication. It's like I see in the first weeks of June, especially now, remember, just to say, energy sometimes come before and after. It's not like a clean first week. Something can ebb from last week or something can ebb into next week, but that's the general feel right there in the first week of June. You've started capturing or having that inkling, that understanding of who you are, how you want to move in your life or in this situation or in this next chapter of your life. You are very poised, very regal, but it's like that oomph, like there's something in search, that completion, to give you that whimsy, that how you sometimes have a really nice dish you order from a restaurant, like five-star restaurant or something like that, and the dish looks nice, but there's kind of missing that something, that spark, and that's why they garnish it. Okay, they garnish it with that sense of whimsy, maybe that piece of mint, okay, or that just the stalk of celery, depending on the situation, a drink, a dish. But you know what I'm getting with this. You've allowed these energies to start you on this journey, this new chapter, it would almost seem, and you're still feeling that you're lacking in search or trying to make sense of things. You're in that place, almost like an in-between. You feel like an in-between, which is fine. It's an explorative place to be. Okay, Leo, it is a reasonable, fine place to be. You don't find anything unless you start to seek it. You don't understand anything unless you start to want to understand, to explore. So that's where you are basically in the first week of June. So let's continue on, Leo. Okay. Yeah, makes perfect sense. So you're the troubles at the moment, or what you have to work through in the first week of June, is that you decided, like I said, you decided on this journey, and you're moving forward in a passion that you believe is what suits you, with the Knight of Wands. And you're going to go with this passion. You're still trying to understand this passion, but you have more maturity in your authentic self than what you used to be. Because before, this would have been the Page of Wands, the beginning of someone's passion. But right now, you're entering in a level of maturity with the Knight of Wands. Still not exactly the King of Wands or the Queen of Wands, who has certain levels of assurity, but you are in the middle. So you're trying out this new pathway. Now, the Knight of Wands is someone who is action-oriented, and you are going in a good stride. A pace is what you're doing. You're not going too fast, not too rushy, and you're like testing each level or each step that you take. And the Ace of Wands, I'm an intuitive reader, and this normally it would come with the hand of the universe regarding like pressing or instilling an answer towards your passion and helping you open doors. But it's in the difficult position, in the troubled position. You are trying to find your purpose. I feel like many of you are in a transition state. Again, with this, that's how it started off with. You're trying to find like that ultimate goal, your ultimate self. It is a very complicated thing. You're still in a complicated way. Oh my goodness, Leo. But the mere fact that you have the Ace of Wands means that you are on the right track. Okay? It means that this passion or your authentic self that is in you, it is acknowledged that it is in you. Okay? But it's going to take a little bit more work to refine it, to really see it. Okay? So it's like a bittersweet pill right there. And Spirit is telling me start to clarify before I move on. Okay, so I'm clarifying over here who you are in the first week. Yeah, the lovers. Um, like I said, and this is not between two people. This is actually majority for all of you, for you falling in love with yourself, finding your purpose. You're trying to bring two sides of yourself together, whether that be the mind and the heart, whether that be living a life that was not authentic towards a life that is authentic, but in a capacity they can't just automatically jump into the next. There's a transitional state. Okay, so it's like putting the two halves together, as it were, to really focus in and see, because even in the journey where we are trying to find ourselves, there are those inklings of where you got tastes, you got suggestions of who you are, what you really liked. Okay, so it's like taking the good from the bad, as it were, and marrying it with who you are meant to be. Okay, so that's just clarifying the Queen of Cups. And regarding your troubles, to clarify your troubles, yeah, that is crazy. Look at this. It is amazing, amazing contrast. Look here. You see this? You have two aces. One was in the trouble, and the next was in the clarifier. Okay? So what's happening here is the Four of Swords. Remember I told you, you're taking it in stride, step by step, with the Knight of Wands. Well, as you seek what you have already experienced in your life and what you think you're going towards. But you're not being too hasty with it. You're allowing your intuition, your passions to guide you, yes, but you're not letting it overtake you. Okay? You see this horse has a good stride to him. And clarifying that is the Four of Swords. Okay? This is the clarification, also a level of suggestion, taking those rests in your stride, especially in the first week of June. Take time for this new endeavor to wash over you. Don't be quick to just jump into what you think the answer is. Don't be quick to just jump into how you think is the best way to do something. Take the moment when these clarities come over you. Take a moment, take a pause to just marinate on it. Go relax in it. Dwell on it a bit. And sleep on it. Let the dreams come. Okay? And the next clarifier is the Ace of Swords. And that's going to be clarifying the Ace of Wands. Okay? So remember, I said the passions are in you. Okay? The Ace of Swords is to speak it out of you. Okay? This is the clarifier. If the Wands is in you, start speaking what you want to do. It doesn't need to be to a crowd. Okay? It can be to you speaking into a mirror, and saying, you are this, you are that. Start doing those positive affirmations to build you up. Okay? To build your self-confidence, your self-worth, to acknowledge who you want to be, where you want to go. Okay? It could be while you're walking, biking. It could be in the car, Start to bring the passions. Start speaking out loud those dreams. Start speaking out loud the considerations. Speak it out loud. Don't just keep it in you. Okay? Speak it out. You have to admit, this is ridiculously interesting. The Wands is clarified by the Swords. So you have the internal passions, and now we're trying to make certain passions vocal. Okay? The Wands are also about action and movement, yes, but in the trouble position, how it is right here, it stands to reason these are what's happening in you, the transitional states, okay, of your mind and heart. So moving forward, we're going to now get some more clarity on advice regarding this. Look at that. I mean, and you know what's so funny? Again, I told you there's a similar like the same, basically. The same energy I got for a last personal Leo reading I did for a friend of mine. And they got the Page of Swords as well. And also the Ace of Swords, and all this like very very similar with the energies of Leo. So the advice is, once you take, I mean, it's literally basically the same thing. Once you take in what we've just discussed, take the time, you will find that you will, at the end part, and I'm feeling this more to the end part of the first week of June, you will find that new stride. You will start manifesting not only your inner machinations, they will start being flexed outwardly, more so through your appearance, more through your voice, because your voice will enact change in your life. The people around you, the court, okay? The court that this page is in, he will start affecting the other royalties in your court, okay? Affecting your friends, affecting your family, because he has gleamed who he can be. He has gleamed in the understanding of who he will be. That's why he's wearing the parts, okay? He's poised, he's confident, okay? But he also realizes that this is a start to a journey, and he has much to learn. So he is being open, yes. He is mature in the understanding of who he is, and is open to receiving learned lessons, voice and opinions and all that kind of good stuff. But he stands vigilant on his conviction as the Ace of Sword and knowing who he is. He'll cut through the nonsense quite quickly, okay? Because it's like, okay, I hear where you're coming from. I'm going to take in this, but as for me, I will be this. You understand? He's being very authentic in his stride, okay? And as he goes through this, he will grow, which is normal for life, isn't it? So let's get a clarification. Yeah, look at that. The Three of Cups is clarifying your advice, which is the Page of Swords. It's a good place to be, you know? It is that sense of, I know that I know. You know what I mean? It's like, I know how I'm starting this journey. I've gone through the experience. I know the direction. I know how to speak. I can vocalize my passions now. Okay? From before, you couldn't necessarily vocalize it right here. This is like a hopeful right here. This is like internalizing it right here, and now you're being vocal. Okay? And you'll get the Three of Cups. That is celebration in the vindication of who you are. It is another step. It's not the complete answer. It's not the complete story. But it is clarifying where you'll be right here. You will feel more at peace, better focus, and better clarity to move forward with your authentic self. I think a lot of you Leos are struggling because you're going through a transitional state right now of your identity. And your identity is affecting your life overall. And because of how the world is, especially right now, it's not always an easy transition in whatever state you find yourself in. Even to express oneself or live in the way you would like to. Sometimes it takes a level of patience, it takes rest, it takes a bit of struggle, and it takes courage. So let's go to your outcome. If you consider all of this, especially the first week of June, and Spirit is telling me, even though this is the first week of June, your outcome may not necessarily show until maybe leaning into the second week. So let's see. Yeah, the Star. You know, this is just so the same energy as a previous Leo reading. Like, and this is a general Leo reading. So that's why I said a lot of Leos are going through the same thing. It's the energies. And of course, the personal reading would be a bit more exact with certain things, you know, but generally speaking, Leo, this is a reminder. This is your outcome. Things that you didn't think would happen, things that I know it almost sounds like I'm going around in a bit of a maze, or not giving you the direct answer that you really, really want. But this is what the universe is saying. If you take this advice and do your best in it, you will find that things will happen that you never considered for your benefit. Things that you wish would happen may happen, because this is a card of miracles. This is a card of impossibilities, the Star. It makes It almost imagines reality's reality. It makes the impossible possible. Okay, it regenerates you. It fills you up with energy. It gives you hope for the future. Okay, so that is what's your outcome. It is beautiful. A major arcana. Um, it is world shaking, groundbreaking. Okay. So yeah, that is your outcome. Miracles and blessings. And a clarifier. Yeah, look at that. Clarifier to the star is the Seven of Cups. There's a lot of Leos happening here, and you have a lot of options. And like I even said, I know I'm leading to a previous Leo reading, but I told that last previous private Leo reading, whereby it's up to them, and they can choose whether they want to be in a particular court and be themselves and allow themselves to be the definition of who they are and not the court itself defining who they are. And once they walk in their authentic self, the court will have no choice but to respect you and treat you in this manner. Or you could remove yourself from that court and, start your own court, or even just, be your authentic self in the world in whatever capacity you wish. You are not limited, Leo. The world is your oyster. Whatever passions that you decide to go on, whether it is the main one, because sometimes there are minor and main ones for various chapters in life. We all go through changes. Whatever it is, as long as you are authentic and you are finding yourself and being truthful to who you are, it's going to be blessed with the star. Okay? You have just way too many options. Okay? Okay, Leo? It's all going to be good. So, let's take a look at the overarching angel message that's going to basically put the hands of the universe to assist you in where it needs to. It could be all. It could be for some areas. The card can even come across as whatever card this angel message is. It could come across as strength. It could come across as a bit of a fighting on your behalf, or even defense. It just depends. So let's see what happens. Because again, general reading, many Leos out there. Look at that. The Queen of Wands. So crazy similar. Okay, so angel message is saying the angels are going to be working hard to help you find that passion that drives you, to help you be fulfilled, to help you find that lifestyle that you want, to help allow you to keep what you like and let go of the rest and bring peace to you. To clarify it, look at that. The Ten of Swords, transition, that hard pain and ache. You're coming out of that. Okay? Spirit is going to be working so that you don't feel this pain again. But this pain is necessary so that you move on. Okay? That is amazing. So Leo, even though it could be a little bit bittersweet, but I really do hope that it has helped you in some capacity. Be encouraged, because this is an encouraging read, believe it or not. It may not be the exacting answer for your stride, but it is a strong nurturing effect to continue doing what you're doing in your authentic self, continue to find yourself and believe in yourself. And I think that's a really good message for any sign, I would say. Because remember, if we knew all the answers, then what would the point of living life, right? You have to go through certain things sometimes without knowing the next steps. But allow the practice of your authentic guidance, your authentic intuition, and your past experiences. Is not just about your heart in the matter of how you're feeling. Use that logical mind as well, and marry that so that you can make the best steps forward in finding who you truly are. Okay? So Leo, if this helped you in any way, which I really do hope that it did, please feel free to like, share, subscribe to the channel, hit the bell icon, and feel free to further support the channel by donating to the PayPal link in the description box below. I wish you all the best.